The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Giving all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations unto the tabernacle of David, though for elect scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. And this is from the Independent. Elon Musk Neuralink says 10,000 patients have signed up for his brain chip. And this is just another step. All right. It's just another step. This is the wave that, the world is going to go in direction towards, integrating man with machine. All right. Blurring the lines between biology and technology. That's what they want. That's the fourth industrial revolution. All right. And we're seeing that it's here. So more and more people, they're pretty much in the backlog of volunteering to get this brain enhancement via this implant. So people starting to see that this little device here is it works wonders. And that's going back to the prophecy that, this beast will be able to perform these wonders, these miracles. Let's get First Thessalonians, of course, because this man is trying to be like the Most High. He's playing the Most High on earth. This is Second Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians 2 and 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. All right, uncovered, unveiled, the son of perdition, and he's going to go into perdition. All right, and he's causing destruction of the earth. I put up a video. Was it last night, where they're setting up all these AI data centers all over Babylon, and we know that Elon he planned years ago that he wanted to have a super computer over in Memphis, Tennessee. All right, and now you have one of their biggest data centers, supercomputers over there. But what the media ain't been telling people is that in order for those AI data centers to run, they have to use your drinking water to cool the computers. So it extracts your water supply, and it also emit toxins into the atmosphere. It's causing bad air quality. So the people over there in Memphis, a lot of them are getting sick from the air pollution, from what's being emitted from the data center. So this man, he's going to literally destroy your life essentials, your resources, just so that he can play the Most High on earth. So he's clearly the son of perdition. It says, who oppose, and over here on the West Coast, we've been dealing with a drought for a while. All right, the water levels, the elevation levels have been decreasing. They're at as lowest as this country has ever been. All right, and he wants to still extract from that low water source that generates the energy that it relies upon. For us to have the city lights, the electricity, we got to have water. But that water source is becoming depleted. He wants to use up the rest of that for his AI data center that they're planning on building here in Nevada. So he's clearly the son of perdition, man. He values this technology over life essentials. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And they really want that God complex, and it shows through some of the statements that they make, and this technology that's been advancing, that they put all this money and study into. All these research projects from their top scientists and witches and warlocks. All right, trying to be like the Most High. And what I did was I went the other day. I went to Chat GPT, and even Chat GPT will tell you that, hey, we're not God. AI is not to be worshipped. To be careful. But he's trying to get you to worship him, because he thinks that he's going to provide some type of world salvation through AI being the ultimate solution, via that the ultimate solution, the MOTB. He thinks he's going to save humanity and preserve it through this technology. Let me do this. What did I typed? Let me just type this in. It's the advancement of AI technology become a idol to the people of the world. It says it responds, that's a deep and important question, and one that touches on culture, technology, ethics, and even spirituality. In short, AI is not yet an idol in a literal or universal sense, but for some people and societies, it is becoming something akin to an object of reverence, dependency, or blind trust, which can raise concerns that resemble idolatry. Now, it's becoming an idol, because this is part of the beast's image that they're giving life to. All right, these lying wonders, these pseudo miracles that they're able to do. This is why 10,000 people are confident that they're willing to sign up to receive this procedure, thinking that it's going to enhance them. So this is blind trust, dependency. So that gives this man the God complex and the pride that he has. All right. What does idol mean here? If we think of an idol as something people put their trust in above all else, something they rely on for answers, purpose, or control, something that replaces traditional sources of wisdom, meaning, or authority, then yes, AI is at risk of becoming an idol in modern life for some people. Signs that AI may be treated like an idol: blind trust in AI outputs. Many users treat AI as infallible. And we sometimes we can point out some of the inconsistencies. AI, we ask certain questions to it, and sometimes it'll give mixed answers. Sometimes it could be indirect. And sometimes it can even give you back false information, especially certain biblical related questions. All right. Because it's really based off of the data that already exists, which man is the one who inputs the data. All right. We know that's why the scriptures say, let the Most High be true and every man a liar. That's why I think Peter said that. We trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as our ultimate source. He's our reference source, the word. If it doesn't coincide with what the words say, then we know it's not facts. All right. It says, this is especially risky in legal, medical, and moral contexts. Well, you already got them saying that AI is going to replace the workforce. You got AI that's working as they're working in the medical field. Bringing forth diagnosis to people with certain illnesses. You got AI in the court system now. So it is going that route. And this is part of that image that Esau is trying to get us to bow down to. They're setting up this technocracy. Well, this is going to be the rule. They're going to enforce law and policy. All right. They're going to dictate our way of living. It says dependence for daily life, from writing emails to choosing what to eat. People increasingly outsource their thinking, creativity, and decision making to AI. It's pretty much in their mind is like going to the Most High. Like the priest would go to the Urim and the Thummim to communicate with the Most High. People won't start treating AI like it's it's that medium to the Most High. Like the Most High, he's omniscient. He's all knowing. But now they're trying to make AI to become omnipotent. Or omniscient. All powerful. It says it's like omnipotent, I believe, is all powerful, and omniscient is all knowing. Okay. It says some turn to AI for advice on love, life, ethics, even spiritual matters, as though it's an all-knowing oracle. See that? Trying to be like the Most High, who's all-knowing. Hey, the eyes of the Lord are in every place. And Esau is using AI to have his eyes in every place. And now if he able to put a implant in your brain, he can know your thoughts now. And then he can claim that he's responsible for your brain being enhanced, your memory being enhanced. You getting your eyesight recovered. You can play video games with your mind. All right, it says displacement of human relationships, emotional bonding with AI. Like you had that the heathen, this nigga fell in love with an AI chick and offed himself over an AI a straight up AI generated woman. You couldn't make this up, man. So yes, it has become a idol to people, and everybody that's going to receive Esau's mark, they're going to be in that spirit. They're going to be wandering in admiration of the beast and the miracles that it's able to do through this technology. It says can displace real human connection, giving AI deeper than functional role. All right. Let me just jump down. It says, depending on your worldview, treating anything non-divine like technology, wealth, power as a source of ultimate truth or salvation is often seen as idolatry. Well, all roads is going to the MOT to the B. That's where your money transaction is going to be. Your medical history, everything about you. It's all going to be centered around this technology. Your thoughts, your whereabouts, where you reside, everything. So you got these people that are hopping on the wave. It says Elon Musk brain chip startup Neuralink has a backlog of 10,000 people hoping to get the brain computer interface implanted in their skull. The company, hold on, this damn ad. All right. It says, hoping to get the brain computer interface planted in their skull, the company's president has said. Neuralink opened a patient registry on its website earlier this year, allowing people around the world. Come on, man, with these advertisements. It says, allowing people around the world to sign up for trials of the technology. There have already been 12 clinical trial patients who use the Neuralink devices to control computers with their thoughts. You know, so people think they're going to be wowed by this. They're going to be in amazement. A further 13 people are expected to have the brain C-hip implanted by the end of the year. You know, so they're falling for the beast in his image and, you know, his lying wonders. So going back to 2 Thessalonians, all right, because this is him in competition with the Most High. It says, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of the Most High God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in this time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. For that be the prophets. All right. So the Lord speak by the mouth of the prophets. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is what the Lord's going to do when he comes in his glory. You know, put this devil down and everything that pertains to him. You know, even the things that gave him this level of confidence and pride, that technology, all the work's going to be burnt up. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right. And you look up wonders. The word is teras. And it says a prodigy, portent, miracle performed by anyone. Okay. And, you know, his technology is being looked at as a power up, an upgrade. So this is a lying wonder. Okay. They're not healing you naturally. This is artificial. So it's pseudo. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Even Christians are deceived. They claim to know this book and defend it and represent it and stand for it. But even all of them, they're going to fall for this. You saw they fell for that the jabs. So when Esau say, hey, take that chip, they're gonna take it. Some Christians actually know what the MOTB is, and they're gonna avoid it. Some of them, they know what it is. Even some of these celebrities, you hear they talk about it on these platforms now. It's starting to become like a mainstream conversation. So people they know about this. But we've been the main camp that's been pushing that vibration out for many years. And in the beginning, we was being scoffed at for bringing it out. But now all of a sudden, it's not too much pushback anymore. But some of these groups, these compromised, bought and paid for groups, they still playing stuck on stupid. And they're going to have to be the ones to answer to the Lord when that time comes. And a lot of their members, they're gonna end up taking it, because the hirelings that they're under the influence of, that they follow, failed to give them the warning, because all they was doing was blowing the trumpet in an uncertain sound, not giving them the full warning. You know, IUIC talking about people already got it. The only people that don't have it is those that repented. What are you talking about? If you get this mark, there's no repentance for that. You're going to be automatically given the moment you decide to receive it. That's going to be your missile stub to the second death. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay. And this is all part of that image of the beast. This is Revelation 13 and verse 14. It says, and deceive of them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And they're even weaponizing, AI. So AI is like a sword, and they're going to live by it. It's a technocracy. Technology, and crossi means rule. So, yeah, man. And these people are going to be deceived. So those people that's on that backlog, they're all deceived. Okay. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Image, idol, and AI is becoming like an idol. People are blindly trusting. They go into it for all answers. They, etc. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. And if you don't initiate yourself into this system, you're going to be cut off. When you are refused of life necessities, you won't survive. So they once they cut you off, they expect you to wander off without any access to any resources until you die off. Or, that's your digital identification. Why you don't have it? That's treason. Why don't you have it? And then you refuse to take it because you standing for the Lord. Well, you must be an enemy of our establishment. You must be a threat. So we're not gonna let you live. And that's why you're gonna have certain brothers that's gonna be martyrs, pursuant to Revelation 20. They're gonna be beheaded because they chose loyalty over their flesh. It says, and he causes of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, in their head, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you won't be able to make any transactions. You won't be able to, make purchases. You won't be able to sell a service. That cuts you off literally from everything, because everything in society is not for free. You have to buy, you have to sell, in order to make a profit, to make a gain. In order to generate, you got to, sell. So once they cut that off, because that's going to be the primary function of this mark, which is your initiation into worship in the image of the beast, bound to this man's New World Order system, this digital Tower of Babel. He's going to be able to control that factor. So it's all these different pilot programs and all these different test runs. Like you just had Comesa, which I forget what it means, but basically you got Eastern and South Africa that's rolling out this this digital payment system to circumvent using the U.S. petrodollar. Let me see, COMESA, DRPP. Yep. That's COMESA Clearinghouse advances digital retail payments platform. So this is what they're launching. So this is just another avenue until, they finally come out with, the ultimate CHIP. Okay. It's not a coincidence. All these different countries all around the world, all these developing countries, they're adopting these payment systems because that's where it's all going. Everything is heading for this digital Tower of Babel. Okay. Getting you people conditioned and used to this type of system. So it's all happening, man. And then you got, Sweden, they all are, chipped up over there. And they ain't got no problems over there. So this is where we at with it, man. They're gonna wander. They're wandering after the beast, and they're deceived by its miracles. But ultimately, when the Lord judges this place, everybody that integrates themselves, this is what the judgments say. Revelation 14. In verse 10, and it says, it's like in verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image. All right, his idol. All right, which is basically a representation of the Roman Empire, but it's now a reinvented or reinvigorated version of the Roman Empire through the advancement of its technology. Okay. So it's still the same fashion of ancient Rome, but now it's more technologically advanced. All right. It says, and whosoever receiveth the charagma or the mark of his name. Okay. So, this is just a start. And we getting closer, man. And they keep saying that this is the future, because it has, and it's talking about this is what he said, Elon. It says the tech billionaire also says future capabilities could include streaming music directly to the brain, restoring vision for blind people, and enabling superhuman levels of communication through telepathy. Going back to what it says in Thessalonians, talking about the workings of Satan. Let's go back to 2 Thessalonians 2:9. All right. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. You look up the word working. The word is
Strong's G 1753. Energia.
Energia. And it says Operation Strong. Down here it says working efficiency in the New Testament use only of superhuman power, whether of God or of the devil. So you see that. He said that this is going to give you superhuman levels of communication. All right. This is what he said. So this is why people are like, oh, I want that. I trust this. You're giving me these type of abilities, man. This is godlike abilities. So this is becoming like an idol that you trust them to literally do an operation on your brain, which is very risky. You're willing to sacrifice your life for this operation. So You can't tell me that these prophecies ain't true. Okay. So, you know, y'all brothers can, you can go into this. So even Chat GPT is telling you that this can become an idol, and it actually already has. You know, it's on its way. So, you know, Lord willing, y'all were edified. I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And to the next one, I say Shalom.